Social media, mobility, analytics, and cloud computing, also referred as SMAC, are the emerging technologies. Cloud computing has been there for decades, but I think only in the last 4 or 5 years it started gaining popularity, and thanks to Amazon. Banks today spend anywhere between close to 8 to 12 weeks just procuring the software, hardware, and they spend not just for what is required, they also spend time to understand what is the projections for the next 3 years. I think if you really leverage the concepts and the utility of cloud, you can take that benefit.
Cloud computing is where software applications, processing capacity, and data storage are accessed over the internet. The three building blocks of cloud computing are Infrastructure as a Service (IaaS), Platform as a Service (PaaS), and Software as a Service (SaaS). All of these allow users to run applications and store data online. However, each of these offers a different level of user flexibility and user control. Let's look at each of these in detail. Infrastructure as a Service (IaaS) is a service model in which an organization outsources the equipment used to support operations such as storage, hardware, servers, and networking components. The service provider owns the equipment and is responsible for housing, running, and maintaining it. So, clients typically do not have to invest in the entire hardware and do not have to worry about the overutilization and underutilization issues. Also, they just have to pay for what is used. Let's now look at the second service model. Platform as a Service (PaaS) provides you computing platforms which typically include operating system, programming language execution environment, database, web server, etc. Essentially, it provides an entire platform for you to build, deploy, and run a customized application. So, when a new application is being developed and deployed, one doesn't have to spend time worrying about logistics, suitable infrastructure, dealing with various vendors, etc. In the third service model, Software as a Service (SaaS), you are provided with access to application softwares, often referred to as on-demand softwares. Unlike in traditional software that is conventionally sold as perpetual license with an upfront cost and ongoing support fee, SaaS providers generally price applications using a subscription fee, most commonly a monthly fee or an annual fee. Consequently, the costs for SaaS are typically lower than the equivalent enterprise software. With this, you don't have to worry about the installation, setup, and maintenance of the application. Service provider will do it for you. You just have to pay and use it through some client. Cloud deployment typically happens in 4 ways: private, public, community, and hybrid. Let's look at each of these models in detail. In a private cloud deployment, organizations get exclusive access to the infrastructure. This infrastructure is owned, managed, and operated by the organization, a third party, or some combination of them, and it may exist on or off premises. Community cloud model is similar to private cloud model, but in this model, specific community of organizations that share similar concerns have provision for exclusive use of the cloud infrastructure. For example, all banks can come together and set up a community cloud. Public cloud is the most economic and basic models of deployment. Like the name suggests, in this model, the cloud infrastructure is provisioned for open use by the general public. and it generally exists on the premises of the cloud provider. Well, most organizations have a combination of needs. They need solutions that are secure and yet not too expensive. This is where hybrid cloud comes into picture. Hybrid cloud infrastructure is a combination of private, public, and community cloud infrastructures. These remain unique entities but are bound together by standardized or proprietary technology that enables data and application portability. So far, we have seen service models and deployment models. Now, let's take a quick look at the key benefits with cloud computing. On-demand self-service, broad network access, resource pooling, rapid elasticity, measured service capability. That's a lot of benefits, isn't it? Before we conclude for the day, let's also take a quick look at the major concerns with this technology. Data security, data control and reliability, contracts and lock-ins.
So, I'm sure now you have understood the concepts of what is cloud, what are the various service models, what are the various deployment models. Yeah, security is always an ongoing topic. To know more about cloud and its utility in the banking, please come to the training at IDRBT on cloud computing and virtualization. Thank you.